Hello everybody, I'm here doing a viewer request, and I don't get many requests, so I saw no reason to not do it. I have plenty of free time, so I just done it. But let me So this request come from Professor Andrew on YouTube. That's a little bit of a spoiler, but he has requested that I make a Spider-Man with some Spider-Man abilities, and I've done just that. There are 4 abilities. We've got a web shooter, which encases them in webs and does a little bit of damage. Not much, but enough. Not enough to kill for sure. Do have to aim these pretty well, but they work. They encapsulate your enemies in a web. Apparently spiders don't care about web. Then we've got a web slinger, which you can just use. You fire it. Wherever the arrow lands, you will be pulled to. This can be used in combination with the sword. Do you hear that clicking? It's the spidey sense. Whenever there's a mob within 8 blocks of you, and this is especially helpful for caves, you'll hear that clicking. Now, this is very frustrating. I will be pasting the testfor command in the comment because it is very long, because you got to specify what entities you want and don't want detecting. But then there's the sword. When you use the sword, walk up to a wall, you will climb the wall. And if you hold W while climbing the wall, gotta look straight at it, you can climb on top of the wall. So it's really helpful to get to like hard to reach places. I think it works pretty well. You just climb this wall. We can climb this one. Trap one of these phantoms. Come on, do it. Yeah! Yeah, how do you like that, Phantom? Make you easier to shoot out of the air. It's not good. Yep. I didn't think this through. Now you can see this works at a really far distance. It can be incredibly bad if you miss where you're aiming, but if you're good with a bow, you could like climb to really high places from really far away. But be careful, because you will go straight through blocks. Oh, see, I'll have to go add something else I've realized. XP orbs. You detect those. Let's say, like, you can just... Whoop! Whoa! You can just... Boom. 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 You get up to higher places. You can use this sword to climb. You do have to be looking straight at the wall, or it doesn't work very well. I don't know how well I'll be able to show it, but if you do hit like an arrow out of midair with one of these, it does catch the arrow and web. It's like a little game. Yeah, I did it. But let me go show the commands real quick. They're not that complicated. This ain't a lot, so it should be very easy to replicate, unlike some of the anime abilities. This, I got to explain, was the old trail for the snowball, and I opted for just a particle effect. And it made a big mess as I was testing it. And that forever lives there now. But these are this over is the Spider-Man commands. And this is the arrow. So, it's just this command right here. Just different each time. As you can see, in each different command block. And this is just testing on all sides of the arrow to see if there's a block. So it knows if it's stuck in. And then when any of those are activated, it'll activate a redstone torch, which in turns activates this command, which pulls you to the arrow. This command tests for an arrow, so it's not always active and doing weird things. This is the snowball, these three right here, and this is the climbing one. We've got the particle, we have this at the beginning, and you want to make sure this is repeat unconditional always active here. This is really important for later. And you want to have chain conditional always active here. And that'll do your webs. That gives you the little bit of webbing. Now you've got your sword for the climbing. And chat at psharpness1. Have a repeater coming out, or a comparator coming out of that into a piston in this kind of configuration. And this one just teleports you up 0.3 blocks over and over while this is active. And this is all this is. That will be for your sword. And then you've got the sound, which, keep in mind, this testfor command will be in the comments below. As you can see, it's got quite a bit in it. And let me just go ahead and add the I believe that's the type. Yeah. So, I will be pasting this in the comments below, so don't worry about it. Then put our comparator, and then this is the playsound command. I will also be putting this in the comments. So, that is all for now. Peace.